Two former best friends, now sworn enemies, Lou Finjater versus Rany Roseman. They battle to the finish.
Alright, we're here for another quarterfinals match. I'm Panama Steve. If you've never seen these videos before, you're in for a surprise. Basically is what I want to say. You're gonna be excited. At the end of it, you're gonna be wanting more. In the middle, you're gonna be like, I hope this never ends. Of course, everything good has to come to an end, so don't worry about it. We have more quarterfinals on the back end. Also, we have a semifinals. After the semifinals, we have what we call finals. So we have a plethora of different events coming right at you immediately. So I have a producer behind the green screen.
I'm not here.
That's the person I was telling you about, helping me out tremendously in the setup of this. Because what you guys don't see is all the lighting rigs and stuff. So this match is the match we've all been waiting for, between two best friends, now sworn enemies, Lou Finjater and Rany Roseman. So I guess without further ado, let's get it. But before we fucking do that, subscribe though, hit that notification bell. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading. Alright, you guys ready? Boom, we're live. Poke the nose, touch hands, let's go. Alright. Collar elbow tie up. Looks like Lou might be looking for a snap down here. Pulling down on the head. Rany taking a shot on the single. Nice job by Lou, clearing the arm and getting that top position. Good position. Rany with good frames, vertical knee line. Knee slice pass coming through, but Rany elects to go to the deep half guard position in order to hedge against the pass. Lou looks for the far side underhook, and that cancels out the deep half. That's professional grade jiu-jitsu right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got Lou Finjater keeping heavy hips, not heavy enough. Rany scoots back to butterfly guard. Looking for an arm drag maybe? Nope, scrambles back up to the feet. Okay, we're live on the feet, guys. 2-on-1 tie by Rany, 2-on-1 on the arm. Shoots for a hard double, single, head outside single. Tries to lift the leg, falls for ashigarami, doesn't isolate the leg successfully. So if we can just go back for 1 second here, what we see is Rany lifting the leg, falling backwards, looking, see, this is where it went wrong. He looked to isolate Lou's right leg, but as you can see, Rany's right leg isn't in the center, so there's no isolation occurring. He just essentially has Lou knee slicing his guard. Still tilts him. I don't know why Lou went down, but so here we are. Lou's looking to enter Ashi. Not going to happen. Good scramble. Shoulder pressure on the top leg, looking to pass.
Otherwise it'll get boring pretty good.
Alright, so that sweep shouldn't have worked. So basically, Rany's keeping good pressure. He's a little high on the head. If you notice, his left shoulder is too high on the head. Lou's doing a good job of utilizing his right arm to kind of create that space, to alleviate the pressure of his head. He also shifts his hips away from his partner, away from Rany, which actually forces Rany over the top. As you can see, that shouldn't have worked, right? Because what Rany should have done, simple fix, for you guys who are newer out there, just post the right arm out. Just post the right arm out. Just post it. See that right arm? Post it wide. You're going to block that sweep every time. Alright. Another deep half guard position, looking to attack the hips. But again, that's the cancel out. So for all the guys watching who are unfamiliar with how to kill the deep half guard, it isn't rocket science. I mean, there's a few technical elements to it, but really where it stems from is that far side underhook. Lou Finjater! Right arm underhook, shoulder pressure, goodbye deep half guard. But Rany's no slouch. He gets the inside butterfly hook. He's looking to escape. Another knee slice pass. He's trying to pass that guard, but Rany's having none of it. He's fighting the wrist really well. Back to butterfly, looks to sweep. Back up to the feet. Back up to the feet. Snap down, front headlock. We're going to see a snap down from Lou maybe. He snaps him down, gets his hands on the mat. Get your partner's hands on the mat. Look to scramble to the back. Looking for the neck crank here. Trying to bury his head under the shoulder. They scramble. They end up getting to this position to sort of modify the guard. So what we're doing wrong. Newbie alert. Newbie alert. What not to do. I actually lost a match when I was very, very young in a tournament to a brown belt. I was really young, maybe a blue belt at the time, but this stayed with me forever. Whenever you're in butterfly guard, whenever you're in full butterfly guard, you never want to be flat on your back. Under any circumstances, you do not want to be flat on your back. Nothing good is going to come out of flattening your hips to the mat. You lose all leverage. You lose all possible hip dexterity. So look, he's flat on his back. Really, that pass was there. From this position, if Lou would have tilted his left hip to the mat and backstepped, he would have gotten that pass. So we continue here. He falls for Ashi again, telegraphs a little bit. So what stopped it for the more advanced guys, what stopped the Ashi entry was actually, if you can see Rany's left arm, this left underhook actually stops Lou from being able to isolate that leg. Back steps, not happening. See, the thing about Rany is he's really good at defending those sort of inside senkaku, the inside saddle position, all those back step setups. You're going to have a really hard time getting that leg because he's good at pummeling his feet to the outside. All right, so here, looking for the single leg, head outside. Lou looking for the guillotine. All right, so wrestling one-on-one. If your head's on the inside, if you're ever shooting a head inside single, you never want your head low. In the words of the great Matt Lindland, you never want to give the guy a head. Pause. You always want to listen to the heart, okay? So whenever your head's on the inside, you're looking to run the pipe, you're looking to elevate the leg. Whatever you're looking to do, high crotch, you got to have your ear on your partner's chest. You never want your head lower than your partner's chest when you're shooting it, when you're inside on a single. Easy to stuff the head and push the head down. I don't know why Lou's not doing it. Rany works to the back. Good positioning on the clinch. See, that was pro-level clinch work. Hips walking in. He's not breaking. Good posture. Head inside. That was good Greco right there. Pummeling with the left arm. He gets the tight waist. Good lock around the waist. Starts circling towards Lou's back. Lou should have not let Rany step around his left leg. That was a foul point. Double underhooks. Turns him. Lou shoots. Rany hits a double leg. Rany hits a double leg. Beautiful. Lou's back up. Lou's stuffing the head. Good wall defense. Rany falls for Ashi. Looking to isolate that leg. Heel hook. But Lou clears the knee line. Very, very impressive with that. So, I'll just go back for you guys real quick. Lou manages to get his foot, his top leg on the inside, kick off of the hips and clear his knee line so that Rany no longer had isolation on Lou's left leg, I'm sorry. A little Barambolo action popping off right here. Telegraphing the saddle setup. And just gives the pass, see? So another rule of thumb that I don't like seeing people do. If you want that inside heel hook, you want either inside saddle or you want to go into like a reverse sort of Ashi position or you want to go even 50-50. You can't telegraph it to that degree. You don't want to collapse to your hip before kicking the right leg over and controlling distance with your outside leg. So you see this right leg? If you kick this over to the hip or to the inside, that's one thing. It stops Lou from coming up. But if you collapse to your left hip, see, Rany on his left hip, and you telegraph it, you hang on that ankle, no knee line support either. He looks for knee line, but he was collapsed on his hip for too long. Lou comes up and passes. Good pressure. Oh, so that was a clean setup. Because there was no meandering on the leg. You see that? There was no hanging out there. Lou hooked the inside of the leg, sat to his hip, boom, elevated the knee, took control of Rany's left knee, and you're in inside heel hook position. Ryan does a good job of hiding his heel to the mat. Good job. It's a fight here. They're fighting for position, looking for the heel hook. I like what Lou did with kicking the outside leg over the top, which actually controls Rany's hips. It makes it hard for him to go belly down and hard for him to limp leg out. Creates tension on the top leg he's trying to get. So look at that. Look at this. He's looking for the inside. Good defense. So what happens? This is for all the guys. He cleared the knee line. See what he did with his knee? He slid his knee past the hips. Cleared the knee line. You can't get a heel hook, by and large, without having control of the actual knee itself. Good escape. But just as a pointer, what happens, a lot of guys try to escape the knee line by pulling their knee out. That rarely works. What you need to do is you need to scoot your hips back first, then limp leg out. So it's hips, then leg. Hips, leg. See that? Slides his knee out. Subtle stuff right there. One more detail. I saw this happen a few times in the match with Rany. Listen, if you're ever coming up and you're scrambling up, what's the rule of thumb? I know all my guys will answer this pretty quickly. Whenever you're scrambling, you have to make sure that your head is above your partner's head. If you want to win a scramble, your head has to be above your partner's head. Where's Lou's head? Above Rany's head. He clubs him down to the mat, takes control of the position, gets the front headlock position. All Rany had to do was scramble up and get good posture. But he allowed Lou to take control of his head. We have a vice connection. Over here, he's looking to vice the neck, create tension, sit for the darce. Sit for the darce. We drilled that not too long ago. He tilts him over for the darce, keeping good tension behind the head. Lou's working hard. Rany does what isn't a bad decision. When you know you have a lot of pressure in your head to go belly down isn't the worst. You just have to be ready to sit to your half guard if your partner passes to your back. So if Lou would have tried to pass his right leg over Rany's back, he would have to drop, Rany would have to drop his right hip to the mat and start to sit to half guard. Good action here, good action here. They create a few more scrambles, they sit through, but what Lou does well in this position is they enter after this scene. After this scene here, I had to cut real quick because I had a few matches going on at once. These guys are in the 50-50 position. Rany Hosny is in the better position. For all the guys who are unfamiliar with the 50-50 position, whenever you're in 50-50, you want to be leaning your hip to the mat. See how Rany's right hip in this case is on the mat? That's where he wants to be. So he's actually in a favorable position here. What Lou's doing really well, even though he's in a less than favorable position, is he's hiding his feet. As you can see, his feet are low. His left leg, his isolated leg, is too low to really heel hook effectively. He's curling his left leg in as well. Beautiful finish there by Lou right there. So as you can see here, you keep the action going. As we can see here, look at the hip flexion. The hips drive forward for the finish. He doesn't turn with it. See, he drives his hips straight forward. Lou's driving his hips straight forward. He gets Rany to tap. Quick tap. Lou finishes there, pulls out the win. He progresses to the semifinals match.
Incredible job. Let's get a quick shot of...
Let's talk to Lou Finateri real quick.
Tired.
Congratulations, man. Semifinals, baby.
Woo.
Good job, Lou.
Lou Finateri, man. Progresses to the semis. Lou Finateri, man. Melvin. Hey. Lou Finateri, man. Congratulations to Lou Finateri. He progresses to the semifinals match. We have two more matches coming up in the quarterfinals. We have Danny Massa versus Chris Thompson. Remember the storyline, the thread that runs through this whole situation is that Danny cut off a piece of Chris's hair, put it in a tea, steeped it for a good 15 minutes, and then consumed the liquid leftovers. In effect, consuming Chris's actual technical ability somehow. So get ready for that match. This has been another Panama Dreams video. If you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe. I want to break 110 if possible. 110 subscribers. Hit that notification bell. Lou Finateri, you heard it here first. Good luck to all the contestants. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the notification bell. Alright, PanamaDreamsBand.com/shop.
I think you guys are dating.
It was a great matchup. As you can see, there's no hard feelings. There's hard feelings, but there's no...
There's something hard.
Oh, there's hard feelings.
It was actually a match from top to bottom.
Look at the intensity. Intense.
Power bottom.
Intense.
Thanks, Rany.